King Deal, happy to have you back on the platform, my man.
How did I know you was gonna call me, Mighty? It didn't take a rocket scientist. I was figuring when I seen that this morning, that and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about yet, but when I seen that Diddy stuff hit the from CNN, I said, I know Art gonna call me. Art of Dialogue gonna give me a call.
Oh, you already know I was about to hit you, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, man, let's get right into it, man. What you think about the video that came out today? Diddy pitting his hands on Cassie.
Man, you know that was crazy. And I know people gonna think that, yo, this is all what Gene wanted to see. But now listen here, man. The devil got a purpose, God got a plan. Do you understand what I'm saying? The devil got his purpose, but God got a plan. You understand? And it's all in God's plan, man. You understand? To let people see, because a lot of people wasn't believing that this stuff even existed, brother. A lot of people didn't even think that Cassie was telling lies, Gene been telling lies, Lil Rob been telling lies, everybody lying on Diddy. But Diddy told the truth. Diddy's the only one told the truth. He said, y'all just keep watching. The truth will soon come out. And you see what came out? My man, he punching that little girl in the head. Yo, you don't even kick a dog, man. You don't even kick a dog, bro. You kicking that little girl like she's a dog, man. It was crazy, man. Any man that has a sister, any man that has a friend that's a girl, any man that has a child, you understand, who saw that, if they wasn't appalled, if they wasn't like, yo, I want to beat the, you know what I'm saying? We can't say that on television, man, or on the internet or YouTube, but any man who saw that wish they could put their hands on Diddy at that time, bro.
Facts.
That shit was appalling, bro. It was crazy, man. And when I saw it, I could imagine what Kim went through. I could imagine what Misa went through. You understand? It was just crazy, man, for that dude to do that to that girl like that, man.
I can't believe what I seen, man. I still can't believe what I seen in that video, man. Like the way he was kicking her was like he was kicking a field goal, man.
Bruh, when I saw him run down first of all, when I saw the white towel, I got flashbacks of him and Ja Rule running out the room. Of course, they had what's her name, Sarah and the other girl in there, but I had that flashback. And then when I seen him run down the hallway, I had flashbacks when the same gang was chasing him. I was like, what the hell? And then when he put his hands on it, no jokes aside, because I know it's not no laughing matter, man. This just was appalling, brother. And I don't even know how they could even play that on television, on YouTube like that, and without even putting up some sensitive, you know how they put.
That's one of the reasons I haven't played it. I think it's been played enough. If you haven't seen the video, it's all over YouTube by now, and it's very disgusting of P. Diddy. He's pretty much done. Now we know why all his assets been sold or turned over, because I think he knew this was coming. He knew this was coming. It's very bad. And I think we have more to come.
With the sensitive subject matter up, that was crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, I can't believe it, man. I mean, because like I said, I mean, me and you've been doing interviews for years and you've been telling me stories about Diddy, but to actually see the visual.
So like, bruh, I wouldn't have never allowed him to do no shit like that around me. That's why he probably never did nothing like that. You understand? When I got the aftermath, when they told me to go over to St. Luke's Hospital, because Puff was over there in the hospital, that was the aftermath. You understand? When Kim cut his wrist up with that corkscrew, his right wrist. They got pictures on the internet with his wrist banded up. Kim did that. You understand? The aftermath of them being in the Swiss hotel and he roughing it up and like he playing fight with.
He's a very abusive man. Very abusive. Ladies, if you're with an abusive man, try to get out. It's not worth it.
And then she runs out the presidential suite and we got the big room in there at the Swiss hotel. And then I'll be like, yo, you all right? And she like, yeah, I'm all right. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You good? She like, yeah, good. And she go back in the room with Puff, Diddy, Brother Love, whatever he call his name is. So, you know, it's always the aftermath or something like that, bro. But in front of you, only people who commit crimes around people who commit crimes. You know, Puff know who to do that stuff around.
Yeah, that's true.
And that was crazy, man. When I looked at that thing, to be honest, I thought that the people who was watching it, because you know at those hotels, they have security personnel that watch that stuff.
That's true. If y'all don't know who Gene is, he used to be one of P. Diddy's bodyguards from back in the day, back when the Biggie and all the stuff was going on, Biggie and Pac situation. He was like one of their main security guards at that time. So he knows Diddy very well. Very, very well. Probably too much. He got a lot of stories.
And if they didn't call the police, they should be in jail. I don't care what nobody say. You know, whoever watched that tape and didn't submit that to the authorities, they should be brought up on charges.
Why do you think the video is barely coming out right now? Because you got a lot of people, you know, that's wondering why it took so long.
First of all, they know that Puff probably paid the security personnel like, because he knew it was on camera.
Yeah.
When he made it to the hallway, when she made it to that phone, once that phone picked up, that's going straight to security. That's for emergency purposes only. So either the concierge or somebody that's handling emergency type situations when she picked up that phone. So now Puff probably had somebody pay them off.
For sure.
9 times out of 10, he had somebody pay them off, bruh. And then now Homeland Security is involved. I told you, everybody talking about, yo, they ain't got nothing on him. His dumbass son come out, make this whole tape, you understand, about what they ain't got or what they, man, listen to me. Homeland Security looked at Cassie information. They interviewed her. Yo, when was the...
That's another thing. You let your son drop a diss tape about the feds while the feds are watching you? Really? And then y'all wonder why this got leaked? You need to get your house in order, Diddy.
The time he hit you, he hit you before? Yeah, we was at the hotel. He blacked my eye. They went through a whole lawsuit. Oh, he blacked my eye. We at the hotel. It was on this day, about this time. They said, okay, we're going to contact and see if the footage. Now, they got to keep that stuff in the archive. They have to have that security footage in the archive somewhere. So then what the Homeland Security say, yo, listen to me. On this day, this way, because just for accidents, like just say like you fell down the steps at the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
They got cameras in the hallway. They got cameras in the stairway.
Oh, yeah.
So they can see that. So now
everywhere.
You didn't fall down the steps, but you say you did at a certain time. They go through that whole footage. So they have to keep that in some kind of archive. Now, she told them what date and by what time it happened. They contact the security personnel and the people who have that stuff in archive and say, yo, listen to me. We're going to subpoena that. We want that information. And they sent it to them. Because they don't want to lose their insurance. They don't want to lose their insurance. The things that they insure the hotel, so they don't want to lose that stuff. So listen, what they do, they hand it over to them. There's going to be a lot of stuff handed over. Why do you think they got all the tax returns and everything on all 18 other companies that he was doing business with? I told y'all, the Southern District of New York, they not into losing nothing. A 98.2 percentage in conviction rates. They not losing nothing. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry about that.
What?
He does have a point, you know. Right now, Diddy's between a rock and a hard place, and like he said, the federal government got a 98% conviction rate. That means they really miss. And if they do miss, is because something messed up somewhere, but that really happens. So I think it's only time before we start finding out how far his domino, how far everything's fall, because he's lost everything. He's stripped everything. He's turned everything over to someone or his kids. So let's see what happens.
What was your reaction when you first seen that video, man?
I was sick as a stomach, man.
I think everybody was.
I was sick in the stomach, man, because any real man know if somebody put their hands on their kids like that, you know, kicking them like a dog. My first reaction was, man, there's probably a lot of other women that had that same problem with old boy. Remember Gina that got on that show, Tasha K show? And she said that, yo, he kicked me. He was punching me in my head and the side of my head. Do you imagine what she went through and she was pregnant, bro? Come on, man. I had flashbacks of when they told me when he beat Misa so bad that he was kicking her, she had to go hide up under a car.
Wow, that's some pretty disturbing things. You know, this man is very violent, very mean. You know, probably always was drugged up, maybe, but very disturbing.
It's crazy, bro.
So there you have it. That was Gene's take on the Cassie situation with Diddy. And I gotta say, I saw the video and I was shocked. But we all know that it's probably worse things that's happened behind closed doors to her. And I pray that she has good therapy and help that she needs to get through a lot of this stuff, because I know that trauma is going to be there for a long time, and seeing this video today may open up a lot of new wounds. But I'm sure that she knew this was coming out. I'm pretty sure they gave her a heads up on it. I think it had to be released. It was leaked. I mean, it's not going to be used against him because the statute of limitation has already ran out. But everyone knows now that he's a liar and she was telling the truth. So it changes a lot of things, even if they can't be used. And don't have your son release a diss track towards some of your biggest enemies while your enemies are trying to take you down. You don't diss the feds when they're trying to raid your pops. But I'm no mogul. So let me know down in the comments what y'all think. Peapod Cove out.